This is my 1965 Fender Jazzmaster, and this bridge sucks. Welcome back to Boring Gear Reviews, and today we're taking a look at the bridge and vibrato of my 1965 Fender Jazzmaster. Now I want to start off by saying this is a rad guitar. It's a 1965 Jazzmaster. It has pickups from a 72, and the body was refinished at some point. But even so, this thing sounds and plays killer, with the exception of this terrible bridge design. It feels dead and flat, and if you hit hard enough, the strings can shift in their spacing on the bridge. Now, the vibrato itself is not terrible. My only real issue with the vibrato is that the travel isn't great, and I have it set up well. It's just the travel itself is much more kind of shallow than I prefer. So I linked up with the fine folks at Halon Guitar Parts, and they sent me a bridge and vibrato to get my Jazzmaster up and running well. What's really rad about Halon is you can choose the types of metals, the finish. You can have different metals for the bridge and then the saddles. You can also do the same thing with the vibrato. You have a ton of options that all look, feel, and sound different. When you're looking at these things and holding them in your hand, the craftsmanship is nuts. It feels like a piece off a spaceship. I don't mean that it looks crazy and futuristic. I mean that the quality, the weight, the precision of it feels like high grade, spaceship stuff. Now, the vibrato I got is a little different from a typical Jazzmaster vibrato. Instead of just being able to string it through, which you can normally, you can also set it up so certain strings are locked or set, and then certain ones can bend or be used by the vibrato. So in that way, you can get tons of variation and even like pedal steel type sounds. So here's a simple comparison of the original bridge and vibrato and the Halon bridge and vibrato. I'm not going to sway you one way or the other, so no comment on what it sounds like. I'll just let you hear it.
So showing the sonic differences between, two pieces of hardware is a little tricky. It's more subtle, especially when you're dealing with, YouTube compression and, you might be listening on your phone or whatever. But even so, I think it's pretty clear that one is louder than the other. And the one that's louder is the Halon. Not only is it louder, but the kind of EQ range is more broad. So it's a more full sounding bridge as well. You can even see from this picture of the waveform that the original 65 Fender bridge is much quieter than the Halon bridge. Now, when I was playing this, I did my absolute best to pick with the same intensity. I know it sounds like one is picking harder, but I really played the exact same intensity. I mean, exact for a human. I didn't have like a robot, doing the picking, but I played as similar as possible. And there's no debate that the Halon bridge is louder and sounds more full. So I'm gonna go through a couple sound settings. Like I said, hearing the sonic differences between bridges is kind of already done. Now I just want to play and let you hear how it sounds. But more importantly, I'll tell you how it feels. With the original bridge, I was never super pumped to play the guitar because like I said, it just felt flat and dead. But now I feel the vibrations through the instrument. So it feels more responsive. It sounds better. So I want to play the guitar a lot now. And honestly, that's kind of like the best recommendation I can give, is that when you upgrade pieces of hardware like this, not only does the sound improve, but your playing experience improves as well. At least for me, it did. In these next two sections, I'm going to be running through the wonderful audio technology ranges and the Earthquaker devices Afterneath V2. I've done a full demo of the ranges. It's one of my favorite pedals of 2025 and just overall one of my favorite dirt pedals. So if you want to check that out, click the link up there. So in this clip, I'll have it set up normally. It just sounds beautiful. The vibrato travel is really smooth. It has a very kind of present and punchy, clear sound. So enjoy.
And in this last clip, we're going to take the bottom 3 strings, so our bass strings, and we are going to make them hardtail, and then the top 3 strings, the light strings, are going to be used by the vibrato. This gives such a rad approach to using the vibrato, where I can hold chords and only those high notes are going to change in pitch while the low notes kind of stay rock solid. Your brain almost wants to keep hearing that all of the strings are bending, but they're not. And when you open up to that, it sounds super, super cool. There's a part at the end where I'll do a harmonic up high, and then I'll do a low root note, and then use the vibrato arm, and only that harmonic note is changing pitch. So I can even use it almost like a theremin. It sounds so cool and gives you a bunch of new musical options. And that'll do it for today's video. For me, it's a very clear choice. This Halon bridge is a massive upgrade and improvement to the original Fender bridge. This just isn't a great design. It just isn't. There are a lot of better choices, and I'm glad that I found one. One of the biggest strengths here is that you can choose the types of metals, you can choose different finishes, so you can really tailor your bridge and vibrato to suit your needs, to suit your taste, and like even aesthetically to suit your guitar. And not only do they have this bridge where you can separate the strings, but they have a traditional one as well. So if for functionality and aesthetics you want something similar to the original vibrato, they can do that too. I dig it, big fan. That's the bridge and vibrato that's gonna stay in that guitar. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you dig this type of content, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell as I release new videos every week. If you want to learn more about Halon and their products, check out the links in the description below.